News is on the way. I repeat, news is on the way. But in the meantime, we'll talk about this. Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, bringing you guys another video. In this video today, we have a very interesting discussion to talk about because we have a little bit of a report that has been incredibly overlooked by the fan base. This has not been discussed that much, and something I am actually very interested in reading now, and that I wanted to talk about with you guys today. This actually, I can't take credit for finding this myself because I didn't. It was actually, I found this out through a fan comment because I do read your comments, so you should comment anything in the comments. Just be nice. I want to give a shout out to Sweeto16 for commenting this like a while ago, letting me know that there was a Zippo post that supposedly had some information in. Now, usually the time, not every Zippo post is like a leak or a report or anything like that. Sometimes they're like prediction pieces or just like opinion pieces, which is fine. I don't really pay any mind to it because it's like, oh, this is a prediction article. But then I went to the article and looked at something, and this is what I found. He's essentially giving his gaming predictions for 2023, and we come to this section talking about a Sonic Adventure remaster, and I was like, okay, this is his prediction, I guess. But then if you look underneath it, it says, here's a tiny scoop. So he's claiming this is a scoop, that this is information that he has in his possession that is like factual or important. Saying, from what I understand, Sega has a 5-year plan for Sonic as a whole that goes from 2021 all of the way to 2026. Every single game in that time span has been planned out and was done so very long in advance. I very much think that this is part of the plan. The 35th anniversary is being masterminded as we speak. I thought that was very interesting. So shout outs to you if you're watching this for giving me this idea to talk about this information today. A 5-year plan for Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm sure they might have plans for even stuff further down the road, but supposedly they have every single game mapped out between that 2021 and 2026. And if you guys have been keeping track of our lives, we're in 2023. So we're kind of like halfway through this. And 2021 was the 30th anniversary, so it's essentially like they're keeping track between anniversary years of the 30th to the 35th. And the 30th was an interesting year, I'd say. It was solid. Why I think that I kind of look back on 2021 fondly is because there were just a lot of news in 2021, because the next year, 2022, was going to be a massive year. Only thing we really got in 2021 was Sonic Colors Ultimate, which wasn't the most exciting thing ever, but 2022 was a whole different animal. We got Sonic Movie 2, we got Sonic Origins, we got Sonic Frontiers, and then we got Sonic Prime. Not just that, but there were massive marketing campaigns around various projects that I just listed off. There was a massive amount of merchandise that was released. There was other stuff like mobile game updates and different events and stuff going on. It was a lot, and it was great. That's already 2 years knocked down, both very eventful. Seeing 3 games released in that 2-year time span. Yes, 2 of them were repackaged older titles, but still, I'll take it. And now we're in 2023, where we haven't really received anything. We're only really 3, almost 4 months into the year, but we know for a fact we're getting Sonic Origins Plus in a few months, and also Sonic Prime is expected to have more episodes released very soon. Not just that, but we're also supposedly about to get a Knuckles show this year, if that is still on track. I can neither confirm nor deny. Not just that, but we're also receiving DLC to Sonic Frontiers. That means we have 3 more years in this 5-year plan. What could be in store? Because supposedly they have every game lined up, planning out an entire 5-year roadmap, clearly building towards something big for the 35th anniversary. What do we have confirmed for the next 3 years? Really only one thing. We know that we're getting Sonic Movie 3 in 2024, December 20th, I believe. Unless the movie chooses to move dates or what have you. That's going to be massive, obviously. It's a new Sonic movie. It's always a big event when one of those comes out. But in terms of the Sega side, because that's more of a Paramount thing. It's not really Sega's like, oh, 2024 releasing the Sonic movie. It's not up to them. It's up to Paramount almost exclusively. Sega can just choose, which they need to, is to play nice with them and kind of have things to coincide with it and hype up its release, and by proxy have the movie hype up the release of their stuff. That's what I think Sonic Movie 2 did so well with all of the content coming out in 2022. Even if they did try to kind of stay out of the way of Sonic Movie 2 with announcements for like Origins and Frontiers, I definitely think Sega has something in the cards for 2024. Because yes, while it is a repackage of a game we literally just received a year before, we are getting another game this year, so it's another year with a Sonic game. We haven't missed a year in a few years now. And this may sound kind of like sad or ungrateful, But Sonic Origins Plus is like as like low bar as you could get towards like releasing a game that you could qualify as new. So regardless of if there is something else coming out this year that might be revealed in a Sonic Central, which I believe they will be doing from here on out, I think it's safe to assume that next year we'll be receiving at least one more Sonic game, and then in 2025 that'll be the same. And then 2026 is the 35th anniversary year, a massive year where there might be a Sonic movie that year. You never know if they keep doing the every other year thing they've been doing. If Sonic Movie 3 performs well and it warrants a sequel, I believe they just have people signed on for a trilogy. We'll see if it goes to 4 films. That would be massive for an anniversary year alone. The biggest year that we have definitively planned is 2024 because it's going to be a Sonic movie year. And that's already next year, so there's some stuff to get excited for. I do believe adventure remakes, or remasters at least, could be in the cards. They would sell well. They're loved Sonic games, and I think they deserve another shot with some more polish and added features. Not the half-baked ports that were put onto like Xbox Arcade and all of that stuff. I think a lot of Nintendo players have been wanting to play the adventure games for a while. They just simply haven't been able to do that. I'm sorry. I think we'll see a 2D game in the next 3 years. I think there might be other surprises as well. But what could the next big title be? Because yes, I do believe we'll be receiving another main series Sonic game in this 5-year plan. What could that game be? Well, I have a little theory. If you've been keeping track of everything that Iizuka and Mario Kishimoto, or these like big high up people in Sega, in Sonic Team, have been talking about in the press when they're talking about either Sonic Colors Ultimate or Sonic Frontiers or just anything Sonic related, something that gets brought up all of the time, either by the interviewer or simply themselves, is Sonic Adventure 3. Now this is by no means me confirming we are going to be getting Sonic Adventure 3 for the 30th anniversary game or anytime soon, but it has been mentioned so much and so frequently, and they've been so definitive about it in the teasing and everything, that it's not ridiculous for me to bring this up, or for any of you guys to bring it up in conversation when speaking of a possible future Sonic title. They have like literally said that they would like to go back to the adventure formula at some point soon, even teasing that that could very well be the formula for the next game, that them doing the open world Frontiers type gameplay style again isn't a guarantee, even if I do think that's where they will go and build upon next, at least I hope. But if they were to change it up, if they were to do something different, I don't think anybody would complain about it being a Sonic Adventure formula, especially the game being Sonic Adventure 3. They said that Frontiers could be the stepping stone to that, and that is definitively the end goal, and that there will be another Sonic Adventure game at some point in the future. I definitely think that at least Iizuka and Kishimoto and other people at Sonic Team have ideas of what they would like that game to be in their heads, regardless if they've started like definitively planning things out. It would be a ballsy choice. It'd be very ballsy. But right now, Sonic is in a great spot. I think Sega and their partners at Paramount, Netflix, IDW, etc. have completely rebounded the franchise from where it was a few years ago. He's not a laughingstock anymore. He's a genuine, valuable, respectable franchise again. The franchise is bringing in actual money. It's making a profit, not just in video game sales, with Frontiers actually selling well, which is great, but merchandise is selling very well right now. The movies are doing incredibly well right now, and a bunch of valuable brands from across the world are wanting to work with the Sonic franchise, and that's great news, because not too long ago, that wasn't the case. If Sega has any opportunity to take a risk, their biggest risk would be doing Adventure 3. Because if it doesn't work out, that's not going to be great. But I think where the franchise is right now, it would be able to rebound from that. But if they were to have done Adventure 3 post-Forces, post-Nut Frontiers, like not being received well, I think we'd be having a different conversation. I think they'd be literally way too scared to do it. Probably really hurt the franchise, especially if the movie's ever released. Absolutely no. But where the franchise is right now, I could see it definitely being a possibility to be their end goal for this plan. You never know, maybe it could be in their next 5-year plan post 35th anniversary for like the 40th anniversary or something. But with the way that they've been teasing and hyping things up and talking about Adventure 3 and the Adventure series so much, I think something adventure related is in the cards. I think the way they should go about this is remaking Adventure 1 and 2 so they can kind of get the gist of things and then like build upon it and further improve it in Adventure 3 so it's the best it can be. But at this point, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think so far their plan is going, well, according to plan. I think 2022 honestly might have exceeded their expectations. Last year was so great for the franchise. It was definitively the best year it's had in its entire 31-year history. With so many projects in development, not just at Sega, but other places like Paramount, like I keep mentioning, with the movies and the TV shows, and then Netflix with their TV shows, and IDW with the comic books, and all of these different merchandise partners. They're in a great spot right now. They have so many things to plan for. There's a lot of really exciting things in the future, and I'm just happy that they're like planning things and that they're not just like going on a whim and then they have like a definite like end goal and that they're trying to get this thing done and this thing done. It's very smart and makes me very happy. And if anyone at Sega is watching this, you can anonymously slip me an email showing me the 5-year plan and all the projects. That'd be much appreciated. But anyways, guys, I want to know what you think. What do you think about Sega having a 5-year plan for the franchise from 2021 to 2026, essentially 30th anniversary to 35th anniversary? What project are you looking forward to most or have enjoyed the most so far in this 5 years? And what are you hoping to see that has not been announced yet? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say. Feel free to follow my social media links to my Twitter and Instagram in the description below. You can follow those my like my life, future content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. This is the #1 station on YouTube for all things Sonic, whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, merchandise, and more. We talk about it all. We've been getting more and more news, whether it's the Frontiers DLC or Sonic Origins Plus, but I can assure you guys, more is on the way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Wah! Wonder what you want right now, wonder what you want right now. Used to be body by,